Good morning, you guys. Welcome to the vlog channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Tina. I am a full-time content creator and you guys probably know me from my DIY and my home videos, but for today's video, I really wanted to show more of my other passions, which is reading. I just thought it'd be fun to share that journey on this channel because reading is something that I always want to be doing, but I definitely could be better at it. I started reading again a couple of years ago, and every single year I up my goal. This year my goal was 15 and I am actually behind on that goal. So today I'm going to catch up and I'm actually reading Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. This is the second book in the Throne of Glass series, and so far I like the first book, so I'm hoping that this one will really suck me in. And I just read some reviews about this book and apparently it's her lowest rated book, so I'm actually kind of scared now. I kind of have high expectations because I loved the ACOTAR series and apparently people love this series even more, so we will see. Currently on Goodreads this book has 4.35 stars, so I feel like this is going to be the make it or break it book for me if I want to continue this series. So that's kind of why I just have it on Kindle so far, because if I like a series a lot then I will actually buy it. So let's jump right into it. Okay, I just finished like the first two chapters and already you could see such a different character in Selena, who is our main character. I'm gonna make this video spoiler free. In the first book, it is all about survival and her becoming the king's champion as her gateway towards freedom. And in this book, you can really see that she kind of runs things now a little bit. Like it says, she outranks a lot of the people in the castle, and I think it's interesting because she's asked to kill all these people, but she is very sneaky. I think that's why I really like Selena's character, because even though she's an assassin and that's like a job that I can't even like imagine how you would do that. It's very specific and you also have to be very ruthless, but you could still see that she has a moral compass and she wants to do what's right. You can tell that she's very conflicted by what her job demands of her and what she believes in. So I think this is going to be very interesting to see her deciding between doing what is right and what is wrong throughout the book. So I like it so far, but again, we're only 2 chapters in. Also, I'm noticing a little bit more banter with her and Kale, so let's see what happens there. I don't really know if I'm rooting for like Dorian or Kale in this whole series, or like if someone else is gonna pop up, so I don't know, guys. We will see. I'm probably gonna read a couple more chapters and then I will catch up with you guys at the end of the night after my workday. It is almost 10 o'clock and I'm on chapter 20 now, so I'm gonna probably read one more chapter and then call it a night. A lot has happened and I'm trying to figure out what is gonna happen next. You guys saw earlier I was listening to it on Audible and I love a good audiobook. It just speeds everything by so much quicker, but I do have one gripe. So for the character of Mort, for some reason, the voice narrator gives him like this funny accent and I don't really understand why that is. I can't even explain to you guys what kind of accent it is, but it just sounds really funny, so it's definitely throwing me off. Reading it in my head now, like right here, the first word is Mort and I'm just thinking about, it's terribly rude to wake someone up when they're sleeping. Like that's literally what's going on in my head right now, which I don't like. I wanted to write some notes down to talk with you guys because I wrote down, why do I have a feeling that Dorian and Nehemia are gonna end up together? Because now that Dorian kind of has given up on Selena, I feel like maybe there's something with him and Nehemia that could work out because they're both royalty, so they could do so much good together. So that's kind of what I'm hoping will pan out. And yeah, you can definitely see that Kale and Selena are starting to feel each other, and maybe they are endgame. I don't know though. I'm still trying to convince myself that this is only book 2 and there's still 6 more books. So if it happens in this book, then there's a lot more to explore in the next 6 books. So I'm very interested to see how that turns out. But yeah, so far I think this is going by a lot faster for me than the first book because I have kind of a little bit of world building, but I'm noticing for this book, there's like so many different territories and I'm still trying to connect each place. Like I recognize each of the names, but then I forget if it's like the continent or the realm or if it's a specific city. So I feel like I need to do some more research on that so that I can get a better understanding of it. But my Kindle says that I'm 38% done, which honestly, I can't believe I did that all in one day. Hopefully I can finish this by tomorrow or the next day. I'm gonna put these in the car so that Brian doesn't see it until he's running the course, but pretty happy with how my little sign turned out. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow and I'm hoping to get some reading done, so that will definitely happen during the marathon. Well, I just got past the birthday scene, which was honestly so cute because you could tell how safe Selena feels with him, and I feel like that is major, especially since in the first book you could just tell how on edge she was with everything. And she keeps talking about wanting to be a normal girl, which is totally understandable because she has so many responsibilities. So it's kind of sad that she's in this situation that she can't really get out of, but at least now she has someone to go through it with. And I also thought this was really weird that they had their first time together and Sarah J Maas just like glosses over it. Like I was reading it and there was basically no spice, which I'm very confused by. Is that how this book is gonna go? Because I read the last book of the ACOTAR series and that was way too spicy, where I would just like flip through all the pages because I just didn't want to read it over and over again. But this one, I just am not really getting that vibe, so I'm interested to see what happens. I'm almost 50% of the way through, so I think the rest of the day I'm going to listen and then read as much as I can, and then hopefully by tomorrow I will finish. Okay, I'm wrapping up my workday and so much has happened. I listened to so much of this and I wish I got my reaction when the part with Nehemia. I'm so sad right now. I was going to make this spoiler free, but spoiler alert, freaking Nehemia's gone. Why? I'm so like upset right now. I don't have any words. I'm sure there's like a reason for it, but she was Selena's only like real friend that wasn't a boy, and now I'm sad. And I hope she makes like other girlfriends in this series. Like the only other feminine energy she has around her now is Elena, which like she's a spirit, so she's not that much of help. So I'm hoping this will be more positive going forward, but like probably not. So I don't know, guys. What is happening? It's race day.
A few blocks away.
Oh my god, I'm stressed. Let's go! Woo! Oh my god, you guys. The sun just came out. It's so hot now, and I'm almost at the finish line, and I'm almost done with the book. I'm at 80% now. I don't know what to make of any of this. There's just so much happening. I feel like I can't say anything without spoiling anything, but just know that stuff is getting crazy, and I have my suspicions on some things, but I'm not gonna say it yet until maybe the end when I do like a spoiler recap part. But yeah, Brian's running right now. He's almost at the finish line. I'm seriously so proud of him. This morning, I actually almost teared up at the start line when they started running because I just thought about all the people who are running and how much they've trained. And then I think about how much Brian has trained, and it makes me just emotional thinking about it. So I'm very, very proud of him. I can't believe that he did this. And it honestly motivates me to try a half marathon at least once in my life, but don't hold me to it.
Get your medal!
He did it! Woo! Look at that.
I can't move.
We are back at home, and I said that I was going to finish this after the marathon, but that was a total fail because we fell asleep and literally had no energy because we were running on 3 hours. So right now I am on chapter 50, and oh my freaking god, a really huge reveal just happened, and I had my suspicions, and I can't believe it actually happened, which honestly I feel like it was going to. Otherwise I couldn't really see how this would be like an 8-part series. I can't really believe it, but I also believe it because I feel like this book wouldn't be as interesting if this didn't happen. But yeah, I'm freaking out now. I am 88% done, so I am determined to finish it today. And also I got a very exciting package which is gonna make finishing this so much better. Can you guess what it is? I am so excited. Okay, so I ordered this off of Target because they were doing a sale on books. Oh my god, this is actually really exciting. I got the rest of the series. That means I'm committing to this. Holy crap. Wait, they put Assassin's Blade as the first book, which is definitely not how I'm reading this. Whoa, I've never owned a set like this. Like, I've always bought individual books for series, but this was such a good deal, and if it's still on sale, I will link it down below. So I love my Kindle, but honestly, nothing beats reading a good old paperback book. And to finish this book with a physical copy is just gonna be so good. On the box it says it's $155, but I definitely paid way less than that. I think it was about $80, which is a pretty good deal considering you're getting 8 books. And now that I'm seeing this in person, holy crap, Kingdom of Ash, which is the last book, is really thick. I feel like such an official book girly. It's also a soft matte cover, which is just the best feeling. And since I read most of this, that means this book is probably gonna stay in very pristine condition. Wait, this is all I have left. Let's see how this ends, you guys. So I just finished the book, and I'm wondering how this book got the lowest rating from the whole series because I feel like there are so many reveals in this. Now I'm definitely not ready for the rest of the series. Have to like mentally decompress and probably take a couple of days before I actually start the next book, but I think I would give it 4 stars maybe? At this point, this is like my 7th Sarah J Maas book, and I always feel like the first half is okay. It's kind of just brewing, and then the second half just has so much action, which I feel like there was so much happening here. And now I have a way better understanding of why this is written in 3rd person because you get to see everyone's perspective, and now that they're going to be separated, you kind of get to see both sides instead of wondering what the other person is doing. I went onto TikTok to see what other people's reactions were. I feel like everyone kind of had the same reaction, which was just a big gasp. If you don't want spoilers and you haven't read this yet, don't watch the rest of this because what the heck? Even when I was reading this, I was like, wait, is she the daughter? And Kale didn't get it. And I was like, no, she's the daughter, right? Like, that has to be it. Just like the second to last line that says Selena was the lost queen of Terrasin. And then it said Kale sank to his knees. Like, what a cliffhanger. I don't know if I'm team Kale or like if I'm just waiting for someone else, because if there was like no spice between them in this book, I feel like there's not gonna be any going forward. He's just a chapter in her book and I am just so hyped for the next one. I posted on my story that I was reading Crown of Midnight and that I was finishing it soon, and then some people said to read Assassin's Blade after this. And I also haven't decided if I'm going to do a tandem read because that sounds really hard. So if you've read the series and you have any advice for me, please leave them down in the comments below. That will be so appreciated. I am fully invested now, kind of gotten me out of this little reading slump that I've been going through. So I'm very excited. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below for new videos. I'm signing off and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!